incredible to choose St Mark's to get this important award. As you can see, I've just walked up to you but on crutches because I was born with a walking disability, and I'm actually a product of science and technology. I wouldn't be here today, walking, standing, had I not had incredible medical operations when I was a child at Great Ormond Street Hospital. And one of them involved a man coming from Denmark who turned my ankles round 3 times so that they wouldn't go in. It was called an operation called triple arthrodesis. And why do I mention all that to you today? Because that happened in the 1980s, late 70s and early 1980s. I know I sound really old now, but what could happen in 10 years' time is that it may not be doctors who would be doing those kind of operations, it might actually be robots, because the world is changing in a big way. I don't know if any of you have heard the term artificial intelligence. Does anyone know what that means? You were nodding your heads. Does anyone want to say it? Does anyone know? I want to give a definition of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is in essence incredibly super powerful supercomputers that can do tasks that often humans do. And the surveys show that 28% of jobs done by young people currently could be done by robots by 2030. And that is not a long way away, 2030. They say over 1 million jobs at McDonald's around the world will be done by robots over the next few years. And in some places in America, we've got Five Guys in Harlow. If you go to Five Guys in some places in America, you get served by robots. But it isn't just manual jobs that are going to go. Surgeons, there's maybe be replaced by robots, as I mentioned in the beginning. Magazines are being produced by robots. A painting was bought for millions of pounds in New York, which was literally done by robots. So why is all that important? It's important because science, technology, engineering, manufacturing, STEM, that's what STEM is all about, is nothing that could not be more important. And the people who go into those kind of jobs are going to be the people of the future. I went to see a big bank in the City of London. I was invited to go in. They had lots of people who were accountants. All those accountants had lost their jobs because they were all being done by robots, because the robots could do that kind of calculations on the computers. But they didn't just sack those accountants. What they did was re-employ them all and train them in different STEM areas, some of it involved in cyber security. And it's been a passion of mine to try and promote science and STEM since I've been a member of Parliament. And the one problem we have is that not enough women do it. I go all over the country. I love going to schools in Harlow. I go to schools all over the country. And often when I go into a room of laboratories, it's mainly men. And Christina spoke a bit about that, some of the troubles that she had when she first was employed. And that has got to change. Who is the most famous woman in the last year? Does anyone want to say? Who did something incredible and literally transformed the world? Does anyone know who that is? That person is the person who invented the vaccine, the Oxford vaccine. She's called Sarah Gilbert, based at Oxford University. But there are not enough women who do this. And I believe that every single one of you can not just replicate what Christina has done, but also could replicate what this lady in Oxford University who developed the world vaccine, the Oxford vaccine, can do as well. Just 35% of STEM students in higher education in Britain are women, and just 39% of students studying physical sciences are female, and only 37% of student body studying math sciences are women. And it's fantastic that your head teacher is a mathematician. So we need to really change this, and this school is leading the way through establishing the STEM club sessions that you all do. So today isn't just a careers day. You know, it's what you listen to is pretty inspirational, because you've seen somebody who is at the top of their career, as you said, now a director that you always wanted to be, who's won records, who's achieved incredible things, who came from this school, but is an example of a woman's STEM ambassador. So we need more of you. What I'd love to see is like 1 million of you wherever I go around the country. And I know you in this hall will be able to do that. And the purple plaque isn't just a plaque you put on the wall. Every time you look at it, when you walk past that plaque, I hope it will inspire you, every single one of you, to go into science, technology, engineering, or manufacturing, because nothing could be more important. Of course, you can go into politics as well, but something I decided to do when I was 10 years old, having visited the Houses of Parliament. It took me about 30 years. So you can achieve your dreams. It did take a very, very long time. But I just want to say, finally, congratulations to Christina, and thank you for doing this. And congratulations to you all at St Mark's for all you're doing as STEM ambassadors. Every single one of you could be STEM ambassadors, and I'm sure that all of you will have great careers. And if I ever do need operations, maybe it might be one of you, if I ever need them in the future, that's in the room with a robot in many years to come. Thank you.